So, Target run last night. Went through toys because I was curious, and I found a few Beyblades that I don't have. Which, I mean, that's not saying much. There are a lot of Beyblades out there right now. I've even got one on pre-order. Anyway, let's bust these 5 open. As you can see, I have my new Beyblade set out on my new channel mat. As you can see, it's going to be a 1-pack with no launcher, a pack with launcher, and then a 2-pack with no launcher. All 5 of them are bays I don't have, because the Horn Rhino, I didn't have that at first, and my friend Blake texted me showing me that he bought his on Amazon. I found mine in store, so I went ahead and swiped it. Same thing with the Arrow Wizard. I saw it on Amazon, but I held back on buying it, because to be honest, I think the only 2 left on Amazon that I'm going to buy for now is the 2 more unicorn stings, but I can only find one of the 2 that I'm looking for, because apparently there's 3 different ones and they're just 3 different variants of the unicorn sting, or sting unicorn and unicorn sting, and I think it's the sting unicorn that I can't find. It's the yellow one. So anyway, point is, Horn Rhino, Arrow Wizard, and then the 2-pack has the Gale Wyvern and the Sword Dran. I have the Dran Blade, I believe it is. The other blue one that came with my Beyblade X Stadium. So now I've got the silver variant, and now I'm going to have, I think it's 14 Beyblades. And then I'll have 15 when my Excalibur comes in after the 29th, because I have that on pre-order. So let's start busting these bad boys open. We'll start with a single pack, the Horn Rhino. These blister packs are pretty neat because they have the perforation to rip off. Ooh, that's a... yeah, there we go. That's a bit I don't have yet, and that's going to be nice to look or to test on. So that's got like multiple layers of a point down. I have a few pointers, but none this, sharp. Ooh. Ratchet's nice and purple. I think it would match my unicorn, but no, not my unicorn. Probably my Night Lance. Tinkering with it. Then the Blade. This Rhino actually looks kind of cool now that I've got it up close. Click. I love that click. I also enjoy that they don't piece together when the bit is on the inside until everything else is together. And you can tell by spinning. And I also like that this Rhino has a scar on his eye. And I love rhinos, aside from the fact that they're just essentially hippos with horns, but they're also just high-powered assault unicorns. And I love unicorns. Even if they've got 2 horns, that just makes them a bicorn, which makes them just as cool. I'm not actually going to rip a Beyblade on my brand new mat. Hell no. Alright, nice. Alrighty, there goes the Rhino. Pack number 2 is my Arrow Wizard with launcher. Alright, the bit. Ooh, it's a rounded bottom bit. Oh, that's going to be fun to experiment with. Ooh, I don't even know which Beyblade I would want to put that on yet. That's really cool looking, I'm not going to lie. I love the gold on the ratchet. Oh, I enjoy the color gold in general, but this is really, I'm sure it's supposed to be gold, like an orange gold, but it's gold in my eyes, and that's what I'm keeping it as. My sandal slipping, house shoe slipping. Then the Arrow was, ooh, he kind of reminds me of Wizardmon. No, wait, no, he's too edgy to look like Wizardmon. Still looks really cool though. And the blade itself, it kind of looks like a shield. And I know a thing or two about shields. But, ooh, I look forward to pitting you against other Beyblades too. Click. Oh. And I love that the bit circulates the bit beast. If they're still called bit beasts. I'm still from Gen 1 Beyblade, to be honest. Which, the Beyblade channel has the episodes of the original Beyblade anime, and going back and watch it, I can't help but think how horrible it really is in retrospect. But, well, writing-wise, the battle scenes are still super fucking awesome. Ooh, I just like the way this looks in general. Can't wait to pit you against other bays too. Then, of course, we have the basic hand launcher, which I have an abundance of, well, I wouldn't say an abundance of these. I have 5, I think, now, because I have like 2 black, 2 white, and then I also have the 2 string launchers, like 2 handheld string launchers, and I have the launcher grip that goes with the string launchers. Ooh. But nothing will replace that spin noise. The 2-pack Gale Wyvern and Sword Dran. The Sword Dran, of course, looks almost looks pretty much identical to Dran Blade or Dran Dagger, but it's whatevs. At least I can tell them apart. We're gonna start, since I have a thing of darkness around me, I'm gonna start with the Wyvern. Ooh, that looks so cool. It kind of reminds me of a Garuda, but with a lizard head. And look at me, I'm examining this blade first, when normally I'm looking at, ooh, that's a rounded version that's flat. That's cool too. Wonder if that'll help with balance and an attack if it tilts. The experimentations will be done off camera because I've only been posting Beyblade stuff for a week, but I've already lost a subscriber. I'm guessing because they're not interested in the Beyblade stuff. But that's like, oh, orange and gold combo colors. Made in Vietnam, LR. Let it rip. No, left, right. Okay. And the Gale, of course, is still really cool. I love this shade of yellow to combine with the shade of orange and the gold that's on the bit or on the ratchet. Ooh, that was an easy click. Ah. I think I already know who I'm putting you up against first. But you'll have to wait and see. And then the black bit. Ooh, it's a black rounded. It's somewhat okay. It's not fully flat on the bottom, but it's pretty close. It kind of reminds me of, which one are you? My Arrow Wizard's bottom, but actually it might be the same as the Arrow Wizard's bottom, just black. But either way, it still looks cool. And just like everything else, the experimentations will be done. And this, just a straight white and transparent ratchet. My apologies, my brain went blank for a second. Wonder how the defense on this is going to be when it comes to the Sword Dran. Sword Dran 380B. Ooh, upon further inspection from the inside, that actually looks really like the plastic look blending in with the metal. Okay, Okay, so I'm guessing this is a right launching Beyblade. It looks to be. Apparently there are left launching Beyblades too, which I'm kind of interested in getting into, or getting some, but I'm not there yet. I'm just buying what I see as interesting at first. And I kind of want to get a new stadium too, but stadiums are fucking expensive for no reason. Okay, let's pitch you together. Oh, I don't know why that click was so satisfying. That slide in was a little too smooth for me. But the bit beast spins, so that's what matters, to show that it's in. Still looks cool. Don't get me wrong. I'll have an unmodified battle. That'll be a different video. No? I'll go into it from this video. Let's go outside. As you can see, caught myself outside. We are on my front porch now, since I've been doing those, or my Beyblade tests and battles on my front porch, because I enjoy the lighting and I like how it makes the Beyblade spin. Or how the Beyblade spin looks, shall I say. So what we're going to do is, first, I'm going to pit the yellows versus the yellows and the silvers versus silver. Just a few to test out how the bays spin against one another. And then after that, we're going to integrate them into the collection, because apparently I counted them and I'm up to 14. 13 if you don't count my extra Sword Phoenix. And then I'll have my Excalibur sometime next week, hopefully. And then we'll see how things go from there, because I am going to test the living crap out of that Excalibur when it comes in. So let's rip it. As I put these together, I'm going to be using my string launcher because it's the quickest launcher I have. Alright, yellows versus yellow. Arrow Wizard versus Gale Wyvern. Three, two, one. Let it rip! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That wasn't bad. Gale Wyvern gets that first round. Round two. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip! Nice and patient on one, nice and aggressive on the other. Ooh, the bottom attacker. But will that be enough? I don't think so. Nope. Looks like the Arrow Wizard got this round. Last round. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip! Oh, that Wizard got all the aggression. That's why we're gonna rip. Oh! I think the Arrow Wizard got the win. Arrow Wizard takes the round. Okay. When it came to this match, I mean, Gale Wizard got the, or not the Gale Wizard, but the Gale Wyvern got the first round with the aggression, knocking the Arrow Wizard directly into out of bounds. However, the slow bottom attack that the Gale Wyvern gave the Arrow Wizard in round 2 just didn't let it hold its stamina, so it ran out of steam. And then round 3, the Arrow Wizard just went in straight for the aggression and just pounded until it gained its victory. It's got nice patient stability, but it still has the ability to attack with this attack nicely with the rounded bottom bit. So I kind of like that. Second match. The Horned Rhino versus Sword Dran. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let it rip! Oh. starts it. Oh, look at that. A nice stalk. That's something that the Gale Wyvern just didn't have, but it still did not hold its stamina too well. So Sword Dran gets round 1. Round 2. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Ooh. Not a good sign. But it's still going. It's got enough momentum. It could shoot itself back out. But I don't think it's going to happen. Nope. Round 2 goes to Sword Dran. Alright. Round 3. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip. Ooh, patient round this time. Technical clinks. Oh. Ah, and the aggression hit, taking the Rhino out. The match goes to Sword Dran. Okay, when it came to the Sword Dran and the Rhino, when it came to round 1, the aggression that it started off with, the Sword Dran, forcing it to go around and then tilting on its spin, trying to do bottom attacking like the Gale Wyvern did, it had a better strength for the bottom attack, but it didn't have the stamina it needed, just like the Gale Wyvern. It unfortunately lasted longer, but didn't outlast the spin. So the Horn Rhino got the first round. The second round was patient but strong. The Rhino had itself a little bit of a snafu, being shot directly into out of bounds. Unfortunately, it didn't have enough torque to bounce itself back out and rejoin the fight, so it decided to outspin itself there, and not too long after that, the Sword Dran decided to take it. Then round 3, nice and simple technical clink match, basically like a technical wrestling match for these two, until the last clink that shot them out, and then their aggression decided to kick in, and then once again, Rhino goes out of bounds. So, not too bad, don't get me wrong. But I think this rounded bottom edge is what gave it the advantage in battle. So let's go see how the Sword Dran works against the Arrow Wizard. So the last 2 rounds, the Arrow Wizard and the Sword Dran. I think the 2 of them got their wins because they're both rounded at the bottom for their spins. So we're going to pit the winners against one another. Ready? Round 1. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip! Oh, little game of catch. Oh, burst finish. Nice! Round 1 goes to Sword Dran. Alright, ready? Round 2. 3, 2, 1. Let it rip! Oh, starting out. Oh, chase me, Silver Boy. No? Sword Dran being patient. Oh, and the patience is rewarded. Overall winner goes to the Sword Dran. So, it only took 2 rounds for the Sword Dran to take out the Arrow Wizard. I think the top bit is mainly what took it for it because, well, bladed versus shield. I'm sorry, I think the blade took out the defense. However, when it comes to the spin and attack, I think the rounded bottom bits are very advantageous when it comes to attacking, but I don't find them advantageous when it comes to stamina, because I've noticed that their free spins at the end of the matches don't last as long as the bays I've had in the past. So I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm also not saying it's a good thing, because stamina long-term wise is very important, but also so is attack. So we'll do some experimenting as the time goes by. But for now, Sword Dran takes it for my new 4. And we'll see how it pits against the rest of them as the time goes by. But for now, thanks for joining. Bad News Harris, out.